Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this cowl neck A-line gown. Let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to draft your basic bodice. So I went ahead to measure my 1/2 inch, and then I divided my shoulder measurement by 2, and then I went ahead to get my the depth of my armhole, which is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5. Then I went ahead to insert my 1/2 length measurement, which I used 17, and then I just drew the line across, like you see me doing in the video. So the next thing I went ahead to do is to extend my armhole depth. Please, before you get your armhole, come down by 1 inch from your from the 1/2 inch that you already measured. So the next thing I did was to impute my bust and round waist measurements, and then I added 1.5 inches for my seam allowance. You can decide to add 2 inches. So I used 3 inches for the depth of my neckline, and then I used 3.5 for the width of my neckline, and I just went on to use my cuff ruler to shape my neckline. Then, like I said, come down by this 1 inch before you go ahead to insert your armhole measurements. Then I like to add my allowance for my shoulder on my pattern, because when I'm cutting it on the fabric I usually forget, so I prefer to do it on the pattern. So the next thing you need to do is to get the midpoint of your armhole and just mark it. Then bring your cuff ruler and then draw your armhole curve, just like you see me doing in the video. Then I just went ahead to label it. So I used this pattern to draft my back pattern. So what I just did here was just to extend the depth of my armhole. You will see the reason why I extended it. So because I used this pattern to draft my back pattern, I just went ahead to do my back shaping for my zipper for the back. So the next thing I did was to cut it. That's like literally it for the front. If you want to put that, you can go ahead and close your dart on your pattern, or you can go ahead and put your dart on your material. Okay, so you see where I'm taking my measurement for my zipper, because I had already used the front pattern to shape it. So I just went out by 1.5. I used 1.5 for my zipper allowance. You can decide to use 2 inches. There's no hard and fast rule. Okay, so the next thing I did was to extend the line like so, like you see me doing in the video. So after that, I just went on to trace everything I had on my front bodice. If you have a tracing wheel, please feel free to use your tracing wheel. I couldn't find mine. That was why I used my biro to just mark across the front pattern so as to get my back pattern, and that was it. So I just went on to remove my front pattern and then cut it out. So this is my zip allowance. I just went ahead to label it. So just cut it out like you see me doing in the video. Like I said, add the 1 inch from your shoulder line before imputing your armhole depth. So on the front pattern, go up by 2 inches. Remember, it's a cowl neck we're cutting. After going up by 2 inches, then go ahead and draw a straight line. Then use your scissors and cut that place open. Don't cut everything, or don't cut everything through. Just leave a little what's it called, space there. So because this was a bubu gown, I had to turn it to another, to a better gown. I didn't like the bubu. So you're just going to extend this front part that you cut like this, depending on how low you want your neckline to be. So I used 9 inches for mine, and then I just went ahead to trace everything I had on my pattern, and then I went ahead to cut out on my fabric. Again, like I said, if you want to put that on this, please feel free to put your dart allowance, because I did not want to put that, so there was no need for it. So you can see that it has already formed the cowl neck already. So I'm just going to fold this front side, and then I went ahead to bring my back pattern and I cut it out as well. You can decide to add 1/2 inch all the way, but I did not do that because I don't want to. So this is what I have after cutting the back piece. I went ahead to notch my zip allowance. Again, you can decide to add your that if you want, but I did not use that for the front and back. So for the down part, I did not know that this thing was not recording. So I just went ahead to measure my round waist measurements, and then I just cut it like a line, and that was basically it for the down parts. So after doing all the cutting, I just went ahead to turn the back neckline, join my shoulder, turn the front neckline, closed my zipper allowance, and that was basically it. Then I went ahead to use my measurements to close the two sides, my round waist measurements and my round bust measurements, and that's basically it. So this is when I had already joined my zip, and then I put this elastic by the side. So I just measured 9 inches from the waist point, and then my elastic was like 4 inches, and then I just stretched it across to the waist. You're going to do this before you join it down to the up parts. So I went ahead to add my sleeve. I also went on to turn the hem, and that's basically it's very easy. So because I used the Duchess, I didn't line it, so it was like really fast. It even take me up to 2 hours to make this outfit. Like, it's a very, very easy DIY, and this was what it looks like. And the gown was so fine, like it was so fine. The video is not even doing justice to the style. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. Bye.